Mommy cannot give me 21 times. That's
Oh,
the
so you're
reality.
acknowledging that you have side chicks?
See, I made that open.
Wow.
That is not, look.
Yes, okay. Don't be clapping for nonsense. Why can't?
Please hear me. There's a danger that is before our men today. And that danger is the danger of prostate cancer and to our women breast cancer. And there is a solution being offered by our brother here, a medical doctor. As a matter of fact, an internist right there in Maryland, he has this to tell us with respect to this subject.
The study is abundantly clear that a man in healthy shape should be able to have sexual interaction 21 times a month.
21 times
a month to avoid prostate issues, prostate cancer, or cardiovascular issues.
Cool. 21 times in a month. And for you to prevent breast cancer, you have to be in position to start early to have frequent sexual exposure in order for you to prevent that. Friend, before you engage, let me be in position to give you a balanced information with respect to this subject. Now, come to think about it. What gave him the audacity to speak and people believe and already practice it? Because so many calling me on this, say, how will I be able to achieve my 21 times ejaculation for a month? What gave that credibility is that he is a medical doctor. Okay? And I stand to tell you, when he speaks and says there is a research, he never pointed them. We're going to expose all of them today. And he said there is a research. Which research? You're going to fact check. You're going to ask questions. Most of the things he actually pointed out, I put it to you, it will kill most of our men if engage in this kind of stuff. But if both be professionals, how do we be in position to be judged? We're going to prove from World Health Organization statistical provision, does lack of sexual exposure make you to become prone to prostate cancer? Let's take a case study. This is World Health Organization data, okay? And let's look at Japan. Japan currently has about 124 million in population, okay? And Japan happens to be one of the countries with the highest life expectancy, average of 84.5 years. As a matter of fact, 31.7% of Japanese are above 65 years. That's 65 years and above. 31.7. You get that? Now, let me show you something. Contrary to the side chick recommended by Dr. Bass in order for you not to have prostate cancer, in Japan, polygamy alone, let alone side chick, is not practiced. 15% of Japanese are living alone. In Japan today, 93,000, think about it, 93,000 citizens of Japan today are over 100 years old. Let's look at again the statistics that has to do with the issue of what killed them. Check out the Japan. Out of all the things that kill Japanese, prostate happened to be the 10th of all the sicknesses. So, in this particular occasion, you can't tell me that the issue of frequent ejaculation is what makes Japan to be this way. Rather, their diet, their weight management, and the rest. That's what has been proven to be the secret behind the living healthy and the prostate cancer being the 10th among those things that kill them. Cool. Let's go a little closer to where you have something like countries with free sex, as it were. And if you look at countries in Africa, countries like Eswatini, the former Swaziland, okay? Right there, in fact, it is a place where for you to show that you're a virgin, you have to be naked and dance before the king, all right? That has been their culture. So the issue that has to be with free sex is almost like a thing, all right? Eswatini record prostate cancer. 30% of the cancers in that among men is prostate cancer. Whereas it has been a place where ejaculate at will. Come on, my friend. Much more, I feel, is resident in this message that is out there to push our people to the extreme. Now, can you hear the section that has to do, if you are not achieving erection in the morning, there's a problem. If you have a prostate enlargement, you are prone to cancer. And if you don't achieve erection in the morning, you have a heart problem. I'm not saying it, hear it here.
And we tell them, if you are not waking up with a full erection, you're already having cardiac problem. That's not Dr. Abasi. This has been proven.
Prostate issues, prostate cancer, or cardiovascular issues. If you don't exercise the gland, it swells on you. It becomes enlarged. When it becomes enlarged, that is a precursor to cancer.
We do respect, sir. That is not true. There's no professional coherence to that. Study globally. I'm talking about if you have urologists, you're able to ask that somebody has prostate enlargement, never connotes that the person is having prostate cancer. And that's why it is called benign prostatic hypertrophy. Benign means non-cancerous. Every study made in this region has shown that men with prostate enlargement and those that don't have, the prevalence of prostate cancer is equal in both cases. So, that you have prostate enlargement never connotes you have prostate cancer. My friend, don't live in fear. It's not true. Professionally speaking, I mean. Now, this is one that interests most of us. That if you wake up in the morning as a man, if you don't have if you don't have erection, it means that you have a heart problem. No, it's the other way around. The causes of weak erection are so multidimensional. Medical problem, diabetes, hypertension, heart-related problem, hyperlipidemia, and the rest. Drugs can also cause all those things. Depression, as a matter of fact, is a man who holds something in the pocket will think of what erection will do. As it stands today, I have a NEPA bill, power bill of nearly 50 million naira to pay. Plus all the other problems of life. And that's what I will carry. Money to sleep small. And you expect it when I come up in the morning. Come on. There's a lot of, it's a function of your mind. If you never pay school fees of your children, somebody will be expecting when you wake up in the morning, you will charge for where? The psychological availability is most practical for you to think about erection, so that you don't wake up in the morning now begin to check now what thing they happen to this jack. You don't even wake up when you become that conscious. I will rather say that this recommendation is more of a death sentence to a person that has a heart problem. You know why? In Latin, ejaculation is also called near death. Why did they use that word, near death? You know why? The same sympathetic nerve that controls the pumping of your heart is the same that also controls ejaculation, and two of them don't work same time. Usually, when you are ejaculating, the heart stops pumping momentarily. That's why he said the man is in apparent state of death. And God, in his infinite wisdom, know that if they allow some of you the way you think, make you remain there. Now, to the other side of the divide, he made the ejaculation to be very short. And as soon as that is done, first when the X-ray pushes the blood back, and you see yourself, your heart will be beating faster, you swell, and even want to get relaxed to get yourself back again. Come on. It's a recovery from death. Did you know why most of the men that die during intercourse, why they die? They die of cardiac arrest. And with this particular goal of 21 days, you know what? Majority of our men will go into drugs. And most of those drugs don't protect the heart. So you discover that most of them, particularly in the hotel, in attempt to have a turnover, return on investment, to meet your 21 times ejaculation, that's how they will give you a 21 gunshot on the day you go work out. Don't die before your time. If you have a heart problem, dear, tell you to the other side. Now, let's just get the final advice.
So yes, you have a beautiful wife. Do whatever it takes to please that woman so she can give it to you 21 times a month. And so if she doesn't please you, I advocate to my patients that you can have a side chick. Your side chick could be on contract, but you just know that you need to do your 21 times to avoid prostate cancer.
Okay, please pause. A woman called in on getting to get this, perhaps he couldn't contain it in the house. Call and say, does he really have a wife? Does he have children? Does he have, what is this one? And he has this to say.
I want to say that the doctor is not stating his point from a balanced view. And I want to start by asking if he's married. Is he still married? If he's married, is he still married? Does he have children? Does he think about the implication of what he's discussing now? How does he think that his wife and children are feeling about
somebody's father?
Thank
you, Florence. Thank you, point taken. Somebody's father. Yeah, go ahead.
No. I'm married, and I'm happily married, and my wife and I discussed this. The issue is reality. When you're presenting fact, present facts. I need to get my 21 times. Is a matter of healthy living. Mommy cannot give me 21 times. That's the reality.
You're acknowledging that you have side chicks.
See, I made that open.
What can you say? It's a strong recommendation. Now get transparent. Even give a hand of applause. In fact, Marital had to be in position to pull out of the hook. I said, come on. Why are we clapping for nonsense? But she doesn't have professional know-how to be able to defend that nonsensical content of this.
Mommy cannot give me 21 times. That's the reality.
You're acknowledging that you have side chicks.
See, I made that open.
Wow.
That is not, look, it's a matter.
Don't be clapping for nonsense. YK, you're 62 years old. Don't be clapping for nonsense.
Let me tell you something. Honesty is the best policy. So here he is honest. There will be no problem in his marriage.
The truth shall set you free.
Yes.
See, does this actually connote transparency? No. Now, let me just put it to us, because it's very easy. You know, you can tell the wife, I permit me with all respect and with all humility, if you have conquered your wife that whatever you do, she doesn't have a voice, it's not safety for you. Hey, it's not safety for you. Life has never meant to be without checks and balance, without regulation. Only hell is one place where people may say, broad is where everybody enter. No regulation, no border. Everything that has value has some principles, has some values. Yes, we may not be 100% perfect, but we are making effort. Our weaknesses should not be legitimized because of our professional privilege over the ignorant ones that are our followers. No, it ought not to be so. Now, a recommendation is that, friend, go and get a chick, size chicks, in order for you to meet up your 21 days. But I want to warn you. You know yourself as I'm talking. You know your wife. And some of you, your wife is not honey, it's not sweetie, it's not baby. In fact, you know that if you marry Mama Beati, even call her baby looking suspicious. And then your wife is Mama Dorati. And you will mention, you say, according to, stuff, according to fast, I have to get a child sick. Ooh. When you hear, ooh, you will find yourself, now you go to ask, where are they? Who brought me here? The doctor and I asked him, what can you remember? What's the last thing you think you can remember? I said, I don't really remember anything, but I remember when I was mentioning something 21 times. That's the end. My friend, don't destroy yourself. Don't destroy your marriage. Don't destroy yourself in the name of 21 days. It is not practically possible. Please, share this right now to people that are already on this course. You will lose them if we don't get their head back again. God bless you.